I'm in Mexico's southernmost territory on the Guatemala border, where the imposing and quiet mountains are covered with coffee plantations. Bellavista, Chiapas.
Estamos en Bellavista, Chiapas.
I'm in a very small town inside this very well-known state around the world for its diverse and beautiful nature, traditions, diverse culture, but also because it's recognized for having the best coffee in Mexico.
Finally found the berries. They are everywhere.
I'm specifically in this recondite town because I heard of a woman.
Mi nombre es Rosalba Cifuentes Tobía, soy mexicana, nacida en el estado de Chiapas y esto es lo que hago.
A woman who wants the whole world to know that Mexican coffee can be the best coffee in the
Yo
world.
promuevo el café mexicano en todo el mundo.
And she's already showing it to the whole world.
El café que exporto está en todo Estados Unidos, está en Canadá, Alemania, España, también está en China, también está en Dubái.
This is, of course, a huge achievement, and it's not been easy.
A los 12 años yo fui mamá y migré a Estados Unidos. Llegar a Estados Unidos fue bien difícil porque yo no sabía leer, ni siquiera yo conocía el dinero. El querer es poder y yo pienso que no hay nada que no se pueda hacer. Cuando yo estaba sufriendo en las condiciones que yo vivía antes, es algo que me marcó la vida para siempre.
I was so surprised that she has faced a lot of challenges in her life, and still she's been able to overcome them.
Tuve muchos momentos que traté de quitarme la vida, pero aquí estoy todavía viva y ayudando a mucha gente. Yo creo que el ayudar a muchas personas, eso me mantiene.
And I wanted to meet this woman from Chiapas, so I went to visit her.
Hey guys, good morning. Today is a day where I'm going to Chiapas, to this coffee plantation where the lady is harvesting one of the best coffees in the world. I'm so excited. We're going to stay with her. Well, we're going to sleep in her house. We're going to eat with her. So I'm super, super excited for this experience, and I want to show you all about it. I hope you enjoy it as much as I am enjoying it. We finally arrived here in Bellavista. It was a long trip. Well, more because I was throwing up. There were a lot of curves. The trip was super interesting. We saw a trailer almost falling over. It was so very scary. Then we saw an accident, unfortunately. Bellavista is basically in the mountains, and I don't know why, but I thought it was going to take us 1 hour more or less. Actually, Rosalba told me that it's going to take a long ride to arrive to Bellavista. And there are a lot of curves. It's in the mountains. So I got sick, I was very dizzy, and then there's an accident, and we are stuck, basically, we are stuck. It took us longer than expected. We finally arrived here and we went directly to bed. But today is the first day. I'm very excited to see everything about the town. It's very green, there's a lot of nature. It's probably the most remotely place I've ever been in Mexico. I was a stranger in the house and saw my friend and sister. But despite that, I really felt welcomed and comfortable. They would always invite us to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner with them. I really enjoyed the delicious food Linda prepared and how kind all of them were. But I hadn't talked to this lady yet, the woman who decided to promote this community's coffee to the world. But not only that, she's also advocating for the people in her community by giving recognition for the coffee the community produces and for giving courage to women to pursue their dreams of being coffee producers.
Cada vez que yo veo una taza de café en cualquier parte de que yo esté, no solamente el café que me tomo aquí en Bellavista, pero en cualquier cafetería que vaya, siempre pienso en el trabajo que hay detrás de esa taza de café y lo fácil que es para mí comprarla y tomármela y lo difícil que es para cada uno de los productores que cosechó ese café.
Rosalba wants the whole world to know that coffee from Chiapas can compete with the best coffees in the world. Wow, this is so incredible. And she wanted to show me why she was very proud and sure to say so. She buys coffee from local farmers here in Bellavista, most women. And she offers this high-quality coffee to prestigious companies around the world.
Mucha gente me pregunta, ¿qué estudiaste? No, yo no estudié nada. Y todos me dicen, ¿en serio? ¿Pero cómo? No, yo no estudié nada. Porque ellos ven que ahora el café que exporto está en todo Estados Unidos, está en muchos países. Y yo hago todas mis ventas desde mi celular. A veces yo también me pongo a pensar, digo, ¿cómo yo hago tantas cosas? Siempre yo tuve el potencial de hacer negocio, de ser alguien en esta vida. Nunca es tarde para empezar algo.
¿Nos podrías contar cómo fue que empezaste a vender café? ¿Cómo fue que empezaste a exportar café?
Eran todos mis ahorros de 17 años. Cuando empezamos a comprar los primeros costales de café, dijimos, ahora todos mis ahorros están convertidos en esos granos de café.
She took us to one of her producers' coffee farms. We came to a coffee farm. Can you see the mountains that are behind me? Those mountains are coffee plants. We are basically in the land of the coffee. We were just in time to see the last berries. They say they are coming to harvest the berries in a week. I was actually very afraid of not seeing the trees, the coffee trees. Rosalba told me that the last season finished last week, 2 weeks ago more or less. So I was kind of disappointed, but then we saw this. She brought us to a secret place. I was excited because I could see the coffee cherries for the first time. But I was even more surprised by all the effort this young man puts to grow high-quality coffee.
Soy Usías, hago cafés de especialidad, soy de Chiapas. Yo lo cultivo y hago los mejores procesos de especialidad del mundo.
Coffee from Chiapas is produced by following the traditional technique. Everything is done manually, from the grains harvesting to the drying and roasting process, which gives the coffee its famous aroma and final flavor.
Alguien que nunca vivió esa parte que está atrás de la taza de café, que es el trabajo enorme que viene, ni lo va a entender ni se lo puede imaginar. Yo sí, porque yo crecí en ese mundo de pobreza, crecí en ese mundo de trabajar duro.
I have here the berry, and this is going to be about process and then toasted. So I'm gonna try it to see how it tastes. It's very sweet, actually.
To be able to have coffee in your cup, it has to go through different stages: the harvesting, pulping, washing, drying. Then they remove the shell and it becomes green coffee, and finally roasted coffee.
This is the seed. So what they do is they peel the berry in this machine, and then the berry falls over here.
After the pulping, they wash the cherries, and then they go to this room and they dry the cherries.
There's another procedure that I didn't know. It's called fermentation.
To be able to have a coffee with complexity and depth, instead of washing the cherries immediately after the pulping, they put the pulped cherries to ferment themselves.
I didn't have any idea that the fermentation existed in coffee, but it makes a lot of sense. They put it in big buckets and they leave the seeds, the berries for 12 hours, 24 hours. The idea of doing this is that they absorb the juices and then the flavor changes.
Okay.
And those gases create pressure. They can bubble out of here.
Okay.
But air from the atmosphere can go in to disturb the fermentation process.
Oh, so that's why they put the bottle on
Yeah.
so that it
Yeah.
travels.
Debe de dar aromas a miel, a chocolate, ¿qué más?
Mango.
Sí.
Al
Ya,
yogur en algunos
sí.
casos.
¿Tampoco?
No que
fresa.
da el sabor a mango ni
El
cuatro,
olor.
pero se siente,
El
Se
olorcito.
siente el olor,
siente
sí.
el olor.
Ujú.
It can be more sweet, it can be more fruity. Some people, not here, but some people can add fruit.
También hace poquito unos tostadores y estaban fascinados con los procesos que él lleva controlados aquí, porque se siente mucho más la dulzura del café.
I always wondered how different coffees have different aromas. Well, it's because of this process. And let me tell you that I tried this man's coffee and it was heaven on earth.
Ucias gave us a bag of this tasty coffee. I tried it in Bellavista, but I'm gonna try it with you guys. I'm not an expert, but this coffee is great.
This young man doesn't roast coffee. He just sells parchment coffee.
Su café de Ucías se ha ido dentro de todos los cafés que exportamos. Está en todo Estados Unidos, está en Canadá y está en Europa, entre todos los granos que llevamos de aquí de Bellavista, Chiapas, México. Tostadores, dueños de cafeterías mexicanos, apoyemos a Ucías con su proceso que está haciendo.
I think I'm gonna start selling coffee.
Very good. Everyone's got one more just gonna get where to go or different 20 times a day, so it's gonna be 2 hours. Direction you're from, please right turn after departure. About Crystal 36,000 feet.
Rosalba is telling me that these beans are unique in Chiapas, in this region, in the mountains. They roast the beans.
Ser crudo, así se ve crudo y aquí ya está dorado en el comal.
Y luego que but these are the original beans. Then what they do here is that they roast the beans, then they grind the beans, they smash them, and with garlic, onion.
Y se pone a freír cebolla
Oh,
y,
qué rico.
y un pedacito de ajo y se tira ya disuelto el polvito en agua. Crece como unos pinitos así. Y es muy difícil para que tú expliques ahí, es muy difícil para encontrarlo. Y se gana mucho tiempo para
But how did this business start? Rosalba's husband, Dennis, told me it has been really difficult to start this business. They are a good team. They complement each other, and they are very proud of Mexican coffee. Rosalba's husband explained how persistent his wife has been, and I was waiting for the opportunity to speak with her. Hey guys, just a quick interruption to thank all my patrons who are supporting this channel. And special thanks to Luis Hernandez. Luis Hernandez is one of my patrons and is the person who gave me the contact to be able to contact Rosalba and her husband, Dennis.
No sabía si lo iba a vender o no. Yo no había buscado mercado para vender el café allá. Yo solamente compré el café acá. Y dije, pues, lo que venga. Lo compramos, el café, luego me di cuenta que aquí no había dónde lo mandamos. Toda la gente manda su café por Veracruz. Y dije, bueno, en Puerto Chiapas hay barcos. No, me decían que no había. Y bueno, tanto insistir, en el fin nos dieron un espacio en la naviera para poder meter el primer contenedor de café. Fue bien difícil porque al llegar a Estados Unidos empezamos a rentar bodega y las bodegas pues allá no son nada baratas. Y luego voy con mis muestras para ver, y todos me dicen que no, es que si fuera un café de Guatemala sí te lo comprábamos, pero este café no, de México, dice ahorita no, es que no se nos vende mucho, y no se vendía. En el fin, para no hacer tan largo esto, lo vendimos a una empresa que nos pagó bien poquito. Se perdió como $15,000, $16,000. Me encontré mucho rechazo sobre el café mexicano, que dije no, tengo que dar a conocer nuestro café, porque sé que tenemos buen café. Metí otra parte de mis ahorros que tenía también y dije, ahora vamos. Toqué nuevamente otra vez la puerta de este importador que se llama Royal Coffee y me dicen, ¿otra vez tú acá? Sí. Probaron el café y el dueño de esa empresa dijo que el café le había gustado mucho. En tantos años no había probado un café tan bueno como ese café que yo estaba llevándoles. Dice, ¿de dónde es? Le digo, de Chiapas, México. Me dice, yo no había probado un café tan bueno de México. Y me dijo, voy a comprarte un contenedor. Y desde ahí empezó la relación hasta hoy día con ellos.
Rosalba wants to show the whole world that Mexican coffee is really tasty. There's a lot of high quality standards behind the harvesting process.
Sadly, the Mexican coffee in the United States or in other countries, it's mixed with bad quality coffee.
She wants to help producers to get paid a fair price for this difficult process.
Siempre pienso en cómo puedo ayudar a esas personas que están haciendo un trabajo muy pesado.
But she also wants to help these communities' women to empower themselves so they can see that what they do is a very hard work.
They are putting their heart.
She doesn't want any other woman to suffer what she suffered. But that will be another story for my next episode. Stick around on the next episode to know Rosalba's story and how she's promoting Mexican coffee to the whole world.
Cuando yo tenía 5 años de edad, un señor que era familia mía, de más de 70 años de edad, prácticamente me quitó de mis padres y me tuvo con él con mucho abuso, tanto como sexual como verbal. Nadie puede sentir lo que yo siento, porque yo sí viví lo que ellos viven ahorita.